Hello, it's Wednesday, and I wanted to give you an update on my week because it's been kind of cool. I've been getting a lot of stuff done. It's been very exciting. First, the garden is doing great. My husband's been planting. I've been out there picking strawberries. So the strawberries have been coming in hot and heavy, and seems like it's a little early, but that's good. I've been eating so many strawberries that I think I almost gave myself a rash. I decided I better start processing them for the freezer. So yesterday I got 7 quarts of strawberries in the freezer, and I need to go out and pick some more either today or tomorrow, and I'll be getting more in the freezer, and I've been eating lots for fresh eating. I had planted like 4 years ago 100 strawberry plants, and they're just, we had the year before last, they did very, very badly and we lost a lot of them because it was very wet and moldy and cold. But they recouped last year, and I got like 40 quarts in the freezer last year. I'm not sure if I'll get that much this year because some of them look like they died off, but having a good crop. So I was doing that. Also, we grow our own garlic, and it was time for the scapes, which turn into seed heads. You have to cut them off when they develop, so that everything goes into the garlic bulbs. So I cut off the scapes and I processed them and dehydrated them. So I made the scapes into herbs so I can add that to our cooking for garlic scapes. This was an old Parmesan container, so it actually has that in the top. Cool, huh? Reuse of Parmesan containers, then I just took a sticker, put on the top so it doesn't say Parmesan anymore. But anyway, that's my garlic scapes for 2025. Also, I got my hour of hand embroidery on the wool applique done. So that got me this far. So all I have left on this block is the outside of the hearts. So I'll start working on that again next week. But for this week, I'm done with this project. I'm putting that aside. And then after I get done with those, I'm really looking forward to working on this block. This is so gorgeous, but I have that ready to go after I get done with that block. I also, Jean in Captain Stitches, who is teaching us slow stitching and 28 different embroidery stitches. She was actually she had her YouTube video posted yesterday, and I went on her replay, and while she was doing it, I was working on the stitches that she was teaching. So this is the page that I'm making to go in the slow stitch journal. This is my grid, one of my grids. So these are the stitches that I've been working on the last couple weeks. So we have satin stitch. She said that was her least favorite stitch, but I just like the way it feels. It's so smooth and soft. And then the colonial knots. I actually like that better than the French knots. And then we did the split stitch where you're going back in and splitting your thread, actually. I don't know if you can see that. But that's the split stitch. And then we did, last night on her thing, we were doing the buttonhole stitch, which is what I'm doing on my wool applique, is the buttonhole stitch. And then this is sheaf stitch. That was fun and easy. And then this was the straight stitch. That was okay. And then this was the bullion stitch. That one was not easy. And my cat's trying to get in here because she wants me to pet her. But as you can see, I decided to leave that in there so I could see what I messed up. But you're putting stitches on on your needle. So they're like, this whole thing in here is not attached. It's like a loop that you added stitches onto your needle. So it adds depth. You can make flowers. I've seen it also on like the edges of something. So it looks kind of like crochet or something. Anyway, so these are the stitches that I've done so far for jeans, kept in stitches, slow stitching embroidery. And then this page of grid I've already filled up with stitches. So you can see close up of that. So I'm done with that for this week, I think, unless she has another video that comes out. I also got this sandwiched. This is the Bellarose project, Drunkard's Blossom. So that is sandwiched and ready for quilting. And I also got the Sewers Club. I just have to hand sew the binding on, but this is the Sewers Club project for June. I got that. I worked on that today. Got that all sewn together. Here's the back side. She has you quilt. They have you quilting the back side with the batting separate from the front with the embroidery, because this is a trivet. They have you quilting this separately and then joining it together, and then attaching the binding. So that's a different technique than I've ever used before. I decided to try it. It makes it less thick, I guess, but it also allowed you to do different quilting on the back than you did on the front, which was interesting. So for the sewers, and this is, okay, so here's the pattern for Emily's ribbon trivet, and there's mine. Beautiful. This is beautiful. And this is a trivet, so it's going to be heat resistant. And then this is all that I have left for scraps. Not a lot of scraps, which is fine. That's less that I have to process. So these are all the scraps from the Sewers Club project and the batting and the embroidery. Not much left. This is the book that we're using for the hand embroidery with Jean from Kept in Stitches, and you can get this on Amazon. Lastly, I need to organize these half letter size patterns like this. I'm accumulating a lot, and I am having a hard time knowing what I have. Now, I'm getting so into bags and pouches, and I want to order everything, but then I don't know if I already own them because everything's scattered about. So I decided to go on to Amazon, and I found a Samsil. It's Samsil Economy 2-inch mini 3-ring binder, and they had 6 for $47.27, which means one of the binders averages you about $8 a binder. This is the binder, and I'll be able to insert a cover page that I can decorate and to show what's in the binder. This is open up here, so I can insert into here an identifier for what I have in the binder. And then it opens up into there's plastic sleeves in here that I can put things into also in the front and the back. And I also bought Samsil mini sheet protectors, 200 for $13.15. And they fit these perfectly. So I have these protector sheets now that I can put my patterns in. And these are all of my Sewers Club. Since I started getting Sewers Club last year. So these are the Sewers Club patterns that I have so far. You might recognize them. They're so fun, and I'm going to be reusing them, and I need to be able to find them. So I think right now I have them arranged according to date, but I think I'm going to probably like put bags and pouches and others, you know, like other trivets or whatever. Like here's a basket. I think I'm going to make dividers up for these. So this was my first project, was the May of 2024. This was what made me want to be getting Sewers Club, and I have not been disappointed with any of the projects that they've sent, and all learning new techniques and finding out about different things to add, magnets, hardware, installing zippers. I have this subscription, Sewers Club subscription, has taught me more than any other that I have participated in. I'm going to be putting Emily's ribbon trivet in here now, which is the June 2025. So there she goes. And I'm going to be, I have other patterns. I want to make one that has bags that are in the half letter size, so I can put them in one and be able to find this stuff. So this is the box that the sheep protectors, I just got this today. These are from Amazon. So already used quite a few for the Sewers Club, but there's 2 boxes that came. No, this is the one box, but there was 200 in here. No, so I haven't used all of that. I took out one of the packages. So this is 100. I still have quite a few. Anyway, I thought I would share that organizing tip with you for what I'm doing, and I'm very excited about that. I'm liking this. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. Being able to have my patterns organized where I can find them more easily. Well, anything's going to be easier than the way I have it right now, which is in piles. All right, so that is what I've been doing so far this week. I think that's it. Yes. Saturday, I'll be downloading the Coriander June block of the month. So that's one of the things that I'll be working on next week. But anyway, that's what I have done so far this week, and I will continue on these projects. I'm going to continue with doing the hand binding on this Sewers Club project, getting that done. I still need to make the bunny fluff table runner from Bellarose. I have not done anything with the buttercup. This weekend I'm hoping to quilt on the Amazing Poppies. I have 2 tops that I still need to work on quilting. I want to work on the quilting of the Drunkard's Blossom. Lots of projects, but very exciting projects. So I will give you an update maybe Saturday. We'll see how it goes. I might be very busy until the rest of this week might be very busy, so I might give you an update next week. But you might hear from me sooner. Who knows? All right. Have a great rest of your week. And I hope some of these, this organizing tip might have been useful. Oh, here's another tip. A friend of mine, Edie, sent a Facebook reel, I think it was, showing this woman who, to thread her needle. This is what I always do, was take the thread, get it wet, to put in the needle. Well, she said somebody told her, why are you doing that? You're supposed to get the needle wet, which I had never heard of and she had never heard of. So I tried it with my with all this hand embroidery stuff. Oh my gosh, the needle just took the thread right into it. It was great. I couldn't believe it. I've been using the needle threader thinger that Dritz has to thread these because I'm having troubles seeing things now, especially needle eyes, but that really helped. Wow, what a great tip. So there's a tip. if you already might know this, but I didn't. If you're gonna lick something, lick the needle, not the thread, and then thread your needle. So try it, see if it works for you. All right, what are you working on for this week? Let me know that too, and how you were going on some of your projects. I know a lot of you are you have a lot on your agenda, and I'd like to hear, how it's going. What are you getting done? All right, I will see you on my next update. Bye.